Alright, so today what we're going to do is we're going to play with text on the Raspberry Pi SenseHat, and then we're going to display a message. So if that sounds good, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so what we have here is VS Code, and what we're going to end up doing is we're going to look at this up here, and this just shows you that I'm SSH'd into my Pi, and then we have a blank simpletext.py right here. Okay, so up here in our simpletext.py file, what we're going to do is we're going to import packages. And then what packages are we going to import? Well, we're going to import from SenseHat because we're going to be using the SenseHat package to work with the LED lights. And then what we're going to do is we're going to import SenseHat from that, and then from there we're going to do import time because I'm going to put a time delay on this eventually, so we're just going to import the time delay now. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to create the instance. Alright, so how do we do that? We type in sense because that's what we're going to name it, and then we're going to call the SenseHat, and now from here we're really ready to show the message, which is quite easy to do. We'll just do sense dot show underscore, let's see, message AGE, and then it'll be hello YouTube, right? And then up here, what we're going to end up doing is I'm just going to put this, and I'm just going to put down show message just to comment it out, or not comment it out, just a comment. And then we'll just hit save. So we're importing the package, we're creating the instance, and we're basically just, showing a message that says hello YouTube. Okay, so now we're here, we got everything typed in, so let's run a program. So we'll do Python, and then we'll do the simpletext.py, and I'm going to hold up my Pi right up here so you can sit there and see it in real time, and I'm going to hit enter, and you're going to see the message display up here. So there it goes, hello YouTube. So it's really simple as that, but those colors are not really friendly. So how do we change those colors? Okay, so to change the colors, what we're going to end up doing is we got to set the colors. So we're going to have to set that before we show the message. So if we go up here, and then we're going to set there and say set text color. And then from the text color, we'll call it TC for text color equals, and then the color is going to be in the RGB format. So you have like 0, 0, 0, and this can go from range like 0 to 255, right? Is the range that we can use on this. So up here, this is like red, green, and blue, right? So whatever color range that you want. Obviously, if I do 255, that's going to be like the brightest red you can get. Same thing if I do it for 0, then 255, that's going to give me the brightest green, and then 255 over here is going to give us the blue. So what I found out that kind of a mixture of the colors looks good on the display. So I'm just going to do 100 and 100, and this gives me a nice display that actually looks nice on the video, that you can actually see it better. So now that we define the color, now we're going to have to call the color. So what we end up doing is down here, I just do comma, and then I do a text color equals, and then I'm just going to put down TC. And we're going to save this. And if all things go right, we'll be able to run this, and it's going to work. So down here, I'm just going to hit the up key, and then it's going to put the last command that I ran in there, which is the Python simpletext.py. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see it, and we'll hit enter. And then you're going to see hello YouTube. And you can actually see this better because of the colors that are in it. Alright, so let's say that we want to have our text going a different way. Let's say we want to change that rotation. So, how do we do that? Well, let's do this. Let's put a comment up here to change rotation. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll do sense.set rotation, and then we'll just say 90, right? So this right here, this can be like 0 for the default, it could be 90, it could be 180, or it could be 270. So depending on what direction you want it to go, and you can play with that to get your right direction. So if I go ahead and hit save, and then I'll just hit up on my Python right here just to test this out. Alright, so we're just going to run our Python simpletext.py, and we're going to hit this, and then you're going to see hello YouTube, and you can see that my pie is in a different direction, so the text is going in a different direction. Alright, so let's say that you want your scroll speed to be faster. So how do you make that scroll speed faster? Well, that's a great question. So what we're going to end up doing is up here, I'm just going to set this back to 0 for the default for now. Put a space up there. And let's make a comment that change text speed. Okay? So what do we want to do for that? Well, let's call it SC for scroll speed. And we're going to do equals 0.5, and we're just going to set these scroll speed to actually 0.5 be pretty fast, so we're going to do 0.05. So we're going to set that to 0.05. Then down here in the show message, we're just going to do a comma, and we're going to do scroll speed equals SC. And the reason why we do it this way is just we can change it up here. I could put these up here and like say variables, and then just kind of do like an inline like right here on that. But this works. I'm just going to do it this way. But it's always good to have your variables together for you can sit there and change them when you want to. And then that way you don't have to look for every part of it that's in your program. It just kind of passes on there. So we're just going to go ahead and save this. And I'll hit the up key here. And then we're going to run this and look at the results. Alright, so here's the pie right here. And it's going to go by quick, so we can sit there and watch it. So we'll just go ahead and hit enter to run this. And then right there, you see it's going by pretty quick. Alright, so let's go back to the speed for a minute. So for the speed, 0.1 is the default. So that's going to be a default speed. So if it's greater than 0.1, it's going to be slower. Alright. And if it's less than 0.1, it's going to be faster. So if I really want this fast, I can change this 5 to a 1. And then I'll just go ahead and Control S and save that really quick. And then, we'll just go ahead and we will run the Python code. And then I'll hold this up there. And we'll run that and then see how fast that goes by. That's pretty quick. Now, if I change this, and let's change this to a, 0.5, and then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to run this, and I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing here, but if I run it now, you're going to notice that that text is scrolling really, really slow. So you just have to find out what section you're happy with, and then kind of pick your speed from there. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is let's change the background color for our text, right? Because on the Pi, when we look at it, it's just clear right here. So let's go ahead and change that background color. So to do that, what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to kind of come down here underneath my text color, and I'm just going to put a comment for background color. And then let's see, that's going to be background color equals, and this is going to be the same thing. It's going to be the RGB. So like 0. Actually, we're just going to do 255 just to make it red. 0, 0, right? And I'm just going to copy this right here and just kind of put that inline comment right there for it. And we're just going to hit save. And down here, right after text color, I'm going to put the background color right here. And to do that, that's going to be, if I can type, that's going to be back, and then COLOUR equals, and then we call it BC for background color. And then we'll just go ahead and hit save right here, and we'll hit the up command to run it. And I'm going to pick up my Pi like right here. This is going to look ugly because I know those colors don't really look good together. And we'll just hit enter. And then see right there, it's kind of hard to tell because of the redness of the background. But it does show that display like in there, kind of washes it out. Let me mess with that color for a minute. Alright, so I just kept the colors the same, and I just recorded off my phone, so here's what it looks like. Okay, so, after we ran our last code, we just have it, it's hard to tell here, but this is all red up here for the LED lights. So, how do we fix that? Well, let's go over here into our code, and we'll look at it, and then what we want to do after we're done displaying our message, we can do sense.clear. And what that's going to do is that's going to clear it so it won't end with the red light. It'll just go back to being blank at the end of that. So you can do that there too. Some people will take this sense.clear and they'll put it up here like right at the beginning just to make sure that it's clear before your code runs. You can do either or. It doesn't really matter. I like just to have it at the finish, so when it's done, it just clears it out. You can have it in both places, just at the end, just at the beginning, really what you want. I would just recommend to put it at the end of your code though. And then if I run this, what's going to happen is that, actually I got to save it first. So now if I run this, what we're going to have up here, you can see it's like a little bit different color right there, but if I hit enter and run the code, it's going to run that code really quick, and then when it's done, that background red is going to go away. See, and you can tell the difference like right there, and that's pretty much it. And then just kind of give you another example. Once it's like really bright like this, you can run the code again, and it's going to immediately clear it and then starts my text. So you can kind of see how it works in that way a little bit better when the brightness is like turned all the way up like that. Alright, so that's pretty much does it for today. That's really everything that you need to get started with playing with text. So you can like scroll, you can change the speed, change the font color, change the background color, It's really everything that you need to know to get kind of started with text and the SenseHat. So where do we go from here? I guess the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do pixel art on the SenseHat, and then we'll kind of go on from there. So till next time, I'll see you later.